Let's have a discussion about another pagan holiday that's coming up. Valentine's Day. And Valentine's Day is so famously depicted as, well, they say it's a heart shaped like that. Well, that's what a human heart looks like. That on the left. That on the right is a depiction of a woman bent over. That's what it is. Okay, we're going to talk about that here a little bit later, but let's talk about the origins of Valentine's Day. It originally was the Feast of Lupercus. The first interpretation has this celebration originating as a pagan tradition in the 3rd century. During this time, hordes of hungry wolves roamed outside of Rome, where shepherds kept their flocks. The god Lupercus was said to watch over the shepherds and their flocks and keep them from the wolves. Every February, the Romans celebrated a feast called Lupercalia to honor Lupercus so that no harm would come to the shepherds and their flocks. Also during Lupercalia, but in honor of the goddess Juno Februata, the names of young women were put into a box and names were drawn by lot. The boys and girls who were matched would be considered partners for the year, which began in March. This celebration continued long after wolves were a problem to Rome. So, where did St. Valentine's Day come from? Well, as Christianity became prevalent, priests attempted to replace old heathen practices. To Christianize the ancient pagan celebration of the Feast of Lupercus, the church officials changed the name to St. Valentine's Day. To give the celebration further meaning and eliminate pagan traditions, priests substituted the drawing of saints' names for the names of girls. On St. Valentine's Day, the priest placed saints' names into an urn or box. The young people then drew a name from the container, and the following year, the youth was supposed to emulate the life of the saint whose name he had drawn. By the 14th century, they reverted back to the use of girls' names. In the 16th century, they once again tried to have saintly Valentines, but it was unsuccessful as the first attempt. Now, the website then details how Catholic priests Christianized another pagan holiday. They adopted it, they brought it in, changed the names, do the same customs, but just do them differently, okay? And make that a part of the whole shtick. Now, the origins of the Valentine's Day heart symbol. As Valentine's Day approaches, warm thoughts turn to our loved ones. What shall be the gift this year? Chocolate, roses, a nice dinner, or perhaps a weekend getaway? As always, a rosy, plump heart shape in a card, box, or other object will accompany a gift. Valentine's Day is originally a Catholic holiday to celebrate Saint Valentine, who was martyred in Roman days. Like most religious traditions, it is being usurped by a secular world. Of course, like most Christian religious traditions, it has pagan origins. Valentine's Day stems from the Roman festival Lupercalia. As most Roman festivals, it was a sensuous affair. Young women would place their names in a box, and the young men would draw the name out. The man did not need to ask for a date, plan a dinner setting, or a movie. Just draw a name, and off to fornicate. The symbol of the heart is a bit more mysterious. Aristotle, though, thought the heart was the center of all emotions. Surely everyone who has been broken-hearted feels that heaviness in the center of the chest. Of course, when someone is excited, the heart beats faster. Thus, it is a natural inclination to associate heart with passion. The problem is that the heart shape of a Valentine really does not look like a human heart at all. The origin of the heart shape must come from somewhere else. The possibilities are tantalizing. This is another website I got this from, by the way. I didn't write this. One of the most intriguing suggestions stems from the 7th century BC city-state of Cyrene. Cyrene traded the rare, now extinct plant silphium. It was known as a means for birth control. The seed pod of the silphium looks exactly like a Valentine's heart. Moreover, its use in sex is an obvious connection to love. Truthfully, the origins of the Valentine heart should end here, but what's a story without a salacious ending? Now, I edited out texts that describe the Valentine looking like the female form when turned right side up and upside down and whatever. The use of the arrow to pierce the heart has strong male overtones, suggesting the heart as the female, the arrow as the male. Furthermore, the traditional male and female suggests an accurate comparison. More editing, never mind, that's enough. There. That came from yahoo.com, Origins, Valentine's Day heart symbol.